Gandhi's participation does not substantially alter our position. Our first priority is to arm the depressed classes with political power. That is the only way.
But Dr. Ambedkar, don't you think that education will change the situation of the untouchables?
Have you been speaking to Mr. Gandhi? I am the most educated person amongst us. Still, I am treated as an untouchable in society.
What demands are you going to make?
We demand a complete partition between ourselves and Hindu.
And how do you propose to do that?
In the future constitution of India, the depressed classes should be given a fundamental right declaring untouchability to be illegal and punishable by law.
Mr. Gandhi said that the separate electorates will perpetuate the stigma and untouchable will remain untouchable.
Let him say that. You cannot untwist a 2,000-year-old twist of human mind and turn it in the opposite direction. Oppressors never become saviors, which is why I want political power. Not well-meaning words, not good intentions, and no charity.
What support do you have to get from the...
Mr. Chairman, I know what is on the minds of the delegates. The question of representation claimed by minority communities. We are reconciled to giving the Muslims and Sikhs special treatment. There are sound historical reasons for that. But as far as the untouchables are concerned, I and Congress strongly resist any special representation to be given to them. Untouchables are a part of Hindu religion and cannot be separated from it. Thank you.
Declaration of war against us.
Yes.
Team, what happened?
He has asked for an adjournment of the minority committee. I hear that he is planning to make a deal with the Muslims.
What sort of deal?
Congress will accept the Muslims' 14-point demand if the Muslims opposes.
I don't understand. But why would he go to such lengths? He's supposed to be a great saint. Surely he can see the justness of your cause.
Saint? He is a seasoned politician, my dear. When everything else fails, Gandhi will resort to intrigue.
Mr. Prime Minister and friends, I have to announce with deep regret that we have failed to secure an agreeable solution to the communal question through informal discussions. The failure was inherent in the composition of delegates who are nominees of the government and not representatives of the people. As for the Congress, it represents the entire nation, including the untouchables.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I have not the slightest doubt that I fully represent the claims of my community. The Mahatma claims the Congress represents the depressed classes more than I do. I can only say that it is one of the many false claims which irresponsible people keep making. Even these telegrams coming to me from various parts of India, sent by the depressed classes, express no confidence in the Congress movement. And they condemn the methods adopted by the Congress workers. Let me make another point very clear, Mr. Prime Minister. The depressed classes are not clamoring for a transfer of power in India. But if that does happen, it should not fall in the hands of a few, an oligarchy or a group of people. The power should be shared by all the communities in their respective proportions.
I strongly believe that untouchability is on its last leg and separate electorates will only perpetuate that stigma. I will walk from one end of India to the other to tell the untouchables that this is not the way to remove untouchability. I would rather Hinduism died than untouchability lived. I have great regard for Dr. Ambedkar. But it seems that great wrong under which the learned doctor has labored, and perhaps the bitter experiences that he has undergone, have warped his decision. It is not a proper claim when Dr. Ambedkar seeks to speak for the whole of the untouchables. I can say with humility that I represent the vast masses of the untouchables. Those who speak of the political rights of the untouchables do not know their India. I would resist this kind of a political separation with my life. Thank you.
The government will not allow community differences to prevent it from producing a constitution. Therefore, do not allow community difference to be more important than it is. Will you, each of you, every member of this committee, sign a request to me to settle the community question and pledge yourselves to accept my decision?
Correspondent says Dr. Ambedkar made a great impact on the British Parliament. The foreign press is eager to meet him when he arrives in Bombay.
Thank you for agreeing to talk to me.
My pleasure.
Dr. Ambedkar, I've been following your movement for a long time, and there's something I don't understand. You have been an opponent of the Congress Party. They boycotted the Round Table Conference, and you went ahead and attended. And yet recently, you successfully defended the 47 Congress Satyagrahis involved in the Chirana firing case. Isn't that a contradiction?
Miss
Rosa Epstein.
Miss Epstein, there is no contradiction in my position. I took up this case only for the principles involved. I don't agree with the Congress, but I do believe that every citizen has a right to agitate.
I see.
The rights and the liberties of the people are far more important than the stability of the government.
Why should Gandhiji himself send for you?
Obviously, to lure our flock of sheep to his fold. Don't you fall under his spell. He's not a god. We should stick to our stand.
Yes, yes. Namaste.
Namaskar.
Bapuji is on the terrace. Namaste. Namaste.
And how is your progress with the charkha, Miraben?
I'm trying, Bapu.
Good. You are doing absolutely fine. Just concentrate. One day you will master it. Good, good. That's right. That's right.
Bapuji. Dr. Ambedkar has come.
Ah, yes. Dr. Ambedkar, you wish to see me?
Gandhiji, you send me a note calling me here.
Oh yes, that is so. I believe you have some grievances against me and the Congress. Let me tell you, I have been troubled by the problem of the untouchables since my childhood. Before you were even born, Dr. Ambedkar. And because of my efforts, it has been made a plank on the Congress platform. And that is not all. We have spent not less than 20 lakhs on the upliftment of the untouchables. So it is really surprising that men like you should offer opposition to me and the Congress.
Frankly, Congress has given only formal recognition to the problem. Hypocritical. Empty words that have no meaning. You said Congress spent 20 lakhs. I say it was all a waste. If Congress was sincere, it would have made removal of untouchability a condition to becoming the member of the Congress, not to wear khadar. You say the British government does not show a change of heart. I say that the Hindus have not shown a change of heart either. As long as they all remain adamant, we will believe neither the Hindus, nor the Congress, nor any Mahatmas. History tells us that the Mahatmas are like fleeting phantoms. They raise dust, but raise no levels. Gandhiji, I have no homeland.
But this is your homeland, Dr. Ambedkar. And from the reports that have reached me of your work at the Round Table Conference, I know that you are a patriot of sterling worth.
How can we call this land our home when we are treated worse than cats and dogs? And the injustices inflicted upon us are so enormous that if we should ever be disloyal, the fault will lie with this land and not with us. The congressmen oppose our movement and dub me a traitor, and you call me a patriot. All I know is I have been trying to win elementary human rights for my people without meaning or doing any harm to this land. You can call me a traitor or a patriot. I don't care for either label.
So what would you like us to do, Doctor?
You have agreed to political safeguards for the Muslims and Sikhs, who are politically and economically much more advanced than the untouchables. The Round Table Conference has recommended similar political safeguards for the untouchables too. What's your opinion about that?
I'm against the political separation of the untouchables from the Hindus. That would be absolutely suicidal.
I thank you for your frank opinion. It is good to know where we stand as regards this vital problem. I take leave of you, Gandhiji.
What impatience. Mahadev Bhai,
Yes, Bapu.
why do you think he said he has no homeland?
Perhaps being a Mahar, he feels
Dr. Ambedkar is a Mahar?
the whole world knows this, Bapu.
The whole world might know, but I didn't. Why didn't anybody tell me about it? I thought he was a progressive Brahmin from Pune.
Mr.